Hello everyone, I'm Sam Caston. Welcome to Northeastern. Tonight we're here for JV action. The Cougars going against the Beekmantown Eagles. The lineup for the Eagles, and I forgot to get to who the coach was. I asked a couple guys, they couldn't think of his name, so we'll go with the players anyways. We got Mark Baker, Corey Daniels, Seth Howard, Matt Brumley will be the goalie, Kevin Lund, Alex Turner, Ryan Constantine, Jeremy Patnode, Jimmy Gilligan, Nate Patnode, Sean Vancor, Ryan Romanchuk, Joe Vesput, and Nick LaFortunatus. And the Cougar team coached by Frank Dumas. Starting tonight we got Ryan Anktel, Jesse Brooks, Keith Belrose, Chris Goyo, Josh Gooley, Tom McGrath, Jim Rabideau, John Racine, Jason Sample, Marty Sample, and Keith Watts. Rest of the players are Jason Ankoviak, Wade Bush, Kevin Carden, Mark Demore, Shane Dutil, Tyler Gadway, Bob LeClaire, Dustin Marr, Chris McComb, Jason Menard, Mike Miller, Ronnie Rivard, Kelly Snide, and Brian Young. Cougars kick off to start the ball game. It'll go out of bounds, be Beekmantown throw in. Going on with the ball. Corner kick. I don't know if I got that, but Chris Goyo had it in a corner kick by Boris, and the Cougars take a 1-0 lead with 55 seconds gone in the first half. Chris Goyo with a goal. Cougars lead 1-0. Beekmantown kicks off to start the game after the goal by Chris Goyo. Shot behind goal. Goal kick for the Cougars, taken by McGrath, almost goes out of bounds.
Stay off him!
White throw in. Rabideau tosses in for the Cougars. Be a goal kick for Beekmantown. Well, we got a number 17 taking a goal kick. Oh, it's 27, okay. That was Vesput doing the goal kicking for Beekmantown. Rolls out of bounds, Beekmantown ball. All white ball. Rabideau will toss it in again for the Cougars. Out of bounds, Cougar ball. Again, Rabideau will handle it. Attempted to cross it. Broken up by the Eagles. Cougar ball. Bovis gets it up. I believe it's Brian Young in goal. Can't tell for sure. It's Cougar ball. Rabideau tosses in. Red direct kick. Best foot puts a foot to it, gets it up ahead. Boris taken back by Beekmantown. Over the top, goal kick for the Cougars. For Beekmantown, rather. Brumley comes down and grabs it. It was a goal kick for the Cougars. Half asleep here tonight.
Come on, there you go, there you go.
Beekmantown, Rabideau will toss in again for the Cougars.
Go, Charge. Right. Now it's a charge, Red. Right direct.
Charge called on Beekmantown. Best put with the charge. Cougar ball, Bulrush will take it. Brumley grabs it. Lets the traffic go by and we'll get rid of it. White ball. Young picks it up, kicks it out, goes out of bounds. This could be Cougar ball. Rabideau will do the toss in. Rabideau will toss it again, head it out.
Now illegal.
Illegal throw.
Side, red throw.
It was headed out by Lund. Substitution. Sean Vancor tosses in for Beekmantown. Sample, but Brumley's there. Brumley will get rid of it. Kick goes way to the side, might go out of bounds. It is out of bounds, Cougar ball.
No, red 12 at the push, white direct, right there.
Pushing called on red, it'd be a direct kick for the Cougars. Bulrush will do the kicking.
Come on, you guys, get back there.
Beekmantown ball. Sample giving chase. Brumley's out for the grab. White from behind, red direct kick. Best foot will do the kicking for the Beekmantown Eagles. It's going to be Cougar ball.
Put it down, play it.
Rabideau will kick. Beekmantown ball. Vancouver tosses in. Gets it up head to Lund. Out of bounds, should be Cougar ball. Nope. Probably didn't see that right. Vancouver tosses in for Beekmantown. Shot right to Young. Young gets it out. Doyle gains control. Taken back down by Beekmantown. Red ball. Out of bounds. Goal kick for the Cougars. Young does the kicking. Eagle tossing.
Oh yeah, Sarah's
Handball called on the Cougars. He'll go over to Beekmantown. Be a direct kick. I think that's, number 13 did the kick in, who is Constantine. Brumley's out and grabs it. Doyle heads it. He's called for the hole from behind. It'll be red direct. Constantine again kicks it down for the Beekmantown Eagles. Pushing called on Vesput. Cougar ball. As Gooley kicks it down for the Cougars. Out of bounds, Beekmantown ball. Lund tosses in, and Lund puts a foot to it. Out of bounds, Eagle ball. Romanchuk tosses in this time. Brumley's there for the grab. .24 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Cougars lead 1-0. They scored that 55 seconds into the ball game. That goal was scored by Chris Goyno as he headed in from the corner kick by Rabideau. Shot just misses. Menard gets a foot on it. Menard with a shot goes to the side and Brumley picks it up. Excuse me. Brumley will kick it down for the Eagles. Menard tosses in for the Cougars. Rabideau gains control, gets it back up. Dangerous play called on Beekmantown. Cougar ball. Indirect kick for the Cougars. And Moore gets a hand on it and controls it. The Moore kicks it down. Young is out and squeezes it for the grab.
Control yourself.
Offside's called. White direct. A few spectators on hand for the early game.
Go, Marky, go.
Menard will toss in. Gets it up to Racine. Racine up ahead, goes out of bounds. A red ball.
You ready, Red?
Vancouver tosses in for the Eagles. Gets it over to Lund.
It's going to be red again.
Be a red ball again. Lund will toss. Nope. Vancouver will toss in again.
Turn, Marky.
Yeah, it's 7 5.
Play on, play on. Shoot it! Shoot
Open net. The Eagles clear it out. Off Young's feet for the save anyways. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Cougar goal kick, I believe. I think it's Wade Bush with the goal kick. called on Beekmantown. It'll be Cougar ball. Still Cougar ball.
They don't like it?
Menard and one doing battle. Demore keeps it in, gets it over to Rabideau. Vesput gets it up ahead. But taken back by Dutel.
Huh?
Young is out for the grab. And it's going to be goal kick for the Cougars. Bush will do the kick. Menard back to Dutil. Dutil gets it up ahead. Headed by Demore.
Send it.
Demore up ahead to Racine.
Now from behind the trip.
Trip called on Vancor. Cougar ball. Rabideau put a foot to it. The red ball. Fellow down here grabbing my foot. Mr. Scott LaFountain off the varsity team. And Young grabs it for the save. Gets it up ahead. Taken back by the Eagles. And it will roll out of bounds. Goal kick for the Cougars. A red ball. Off Dutil, I would assume. Beekmantown tosses in. A red ball. Patnode gets it in. Vesput and Racine doing battle. It's Cougar ball. Bulworth will toss it in. Kicked out by the Eagles. Cougar ball again. And Bulworth will handle again for the Cougars. Off Beekmantown. No. Thought somebody said off red, but apparently not. Patnode gets it in. Out of bounds. Still Beekmantown ball. Patnode will toss in again. Red again. the Cougars, it will be corner kick. The corner, I believe it'll be a corner kick. Alan Racine, the goalie for the Cougars, the varsity team that is. Constantine will do the kicking. Leo takes it back to the Cougars. Racine gets it up ahead.
Go, Jack. Take a shot, mate. Take a shot.
Brooks' shot is blocked. Cleared back out by Beekmantown. Shot, and Young is there for the grab. $11 to go in the first half. Cougars lead it 1-0. Turner was called with the infraction. It'll be a Cougar ball. Josh Gooley will do the kicking for the Cougars. Brooks again. Shot. Brumley's there for it. Beekmantown throw in again. John Racine giving chase. Dustin Meyer was called from pushing behind. It's red ball. Red ball again. See, they've got the clock fixed. Those three lights now go off. It'll be Cougar toss in. Cougar ball. Sample will toss in. That's Marty Sample. Going just a little short of the goal. Goal kick for Beekmantown. Constantine with the goal kick for Beekmantown. Sample. Keith Bowers with the corner kick with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Brumley grabs it. It was headed in. Goes to the side and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball. Rabideau will toss in. That's Jim Rabideau. Red ball. Vancouver tosses in.
White.
All white ball as Rabideau will handle it again for the Cougars. Beautiful evening out tonight. Must be in the 70s. Not raining, and I don't think it'll rain tonight, although it might get some later on. A little gray out in the distance. But it's a beautiful evening for September 15th. We're halfway through it. Red pushing, Cougar ball. Boris will kick it. Sample gets a foot on it, cleared out by Beekmantown.
Put him on candid camera.
Goal kick for Beekmantown. Constantine takes it. Cougar tossing. Sample with the corner kick. No, it was Boris with the corner kick. They both get their hair dyed the same place. Hard to tell them from a distance. Red ball. Looked like it was going to be a high-scoring game. 55 seconds into the ball game, Chris Goyal had it in the first goal, and that's the way we stand with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. Headed out by Sample. That's Jason Sample. So it's Beekmantown ball. Fortunata up ahead, shot, whoa. Nice save by Young. Had it in. Could be a corner kick for Beekmantown. Nick Fortunatus will do the corner kicking. Out of bounds. Goal kick for the Cougars. Wade Bush with the goal kick. Dutil gets it in the air. Cut back off by Rabideau. Shot, but Young grabs it. Young quickly gets rid of it with a minute and a half to go. Gilligan was called for the hold. Be a white kick. Rabideau gets it down for the Cougars. Goyle's shot. It's in. With 49 seconds to go. Cougars score again. I don't know if it went in off from Gonyo's shot or if Racine got it in or Brooks. I can't be sure. Might have been Jesse Brooks who tapped it in. Anyways, the Cougars lead 2-0 with 48 seconds to go. The Cougars score 55 into it and 48 left in the first half. Brumley comes out and grabs it. They're down to 5 seconds. That'll end the first half with the Cougars leading the Beekmantown Eagles 2-0. We're ready for second half action as Beekmantown kicks off. Cougars lead it 2-0. JV action. Push called on Beekmantown. It'll be a white direct kick. Out of bounds. Jason Sample tosses it in for the Cougars. There's a slight south breeze blowing into from my right. I don't think it has much effect on the ball game. Can't be. The Cougars scored 2 in the first half. Obstruction called on Beekmantown. It'll be a Cougar ball. Cooley kicks it down for the Cougars. Sample will toss in. Brumley grabs it, hangs on to it. Brumley lets everybody clear out, then puts a foot to it. Eagle ball after substitution. Patno tosses in for the Eagles. Fortunatus attempts to center it. Cleared out by Boris. Sample taking it down. Gets stripped up. And Brumley grabs it. Sample. I think there's a handball called. It'll be Eagle ball. First put will kick down for the Beekmantown Eagles. Red ball. Roman Chuck tosses in. First foot recovers it. And it'll be red toss in. Headed by Lund, out of bounds, Cougar ball. Sample tosses in. Cleared out by Brumley. The Eagles clear it out. Taken back in by Revenue, headed back out by the Eagles. Out of bounds, Cougar ball. Sample will toss in again for the Cougars. And Young comes out and grabs it. I believe it's the first time he's touched the ball the second half. Goyon. Up ahead to Marty Sample. Shot goes wide. Goal kick for Beekmantown. Crowd getting a little larger. Patnode keeps it in. Rabideau gets it up ahead. Versput cuts it off. But a roll out of bounds, and it'll be Cougar ball as Sample tosses in. Eagles clear it out. Trips on the ball, taken back by the Cougars. Taken back by the Eagles. Cougar tossing. Again, Jason Sample will toss it in. Eagle ball. First foot kicks it down. Picked up by Lund, and it'll be Cougar ball as Sample tosses in. First foot and Brooks doing a little battle. Racine. Goyon with a shot, just wide. Goal kick for Beekmantown. A little harder to get a shot of the Beekmantown spectators. They're kind of back a ways. I guess there's a couple more way up there. The white throw-in. Rabideau will handle it. Gets it into Sample. Rabideau crosses it. Goulet. Taken back down by Patnode from Beekmantown. First put. Better clear it out. And the Cougars will toss it in on the side. Pushing called on Racine, Beekmantown ball. Called against Beekmantown. Got to go out of bounds and it'll be Cougar ball. Rabideau will toss in. Headed by Boris, out of bounds, Beekmantown ball. Vancouver gets it back over to Brumley. Stop the clock. Going to given a yellow card. First put with indirect kick goes out of bounds, be Cougar ball. White substitution, Rabideau will have to wait to toss it in. Now Rabideau can toss in. We've played 10 minutes, second half. Score remains Cougars 2, Beekmantown nothing. Beekmantown ball. Vancouver tosses it in. Regains control. Shot goes wide, it'll be goal kick for the Cougars. Young takes the goal kick. Sample heads it off. Out of bounds, Cougar ball. Boris, no, Rabideau will toss it in. Cougar ball. Rabideau will handle it again. Gets it back to Gooley. And it's going to be Cougar ball again. Rabideau will handle it again. Up ahead for Sample. Bounces over his head. Vancouver. Offside's called. It'll be Eagle ball. Vancouver with the kick. Patnode. Knocked away by Boris, by Rabideau. Eagle ball. Constantine tosses it in. Charge called, I believe, on the Cougars. Constantine kicks it. Goes wide of the goal. Indirect kick for the Cougars. Offsides are called. Bat note for Beekmantown. Offsides called again, be Cougar ball. Gooley gets it down for the Cougars. Gooley kept in by Patnode, headed by Gooley, out of bounds. Red ball. Constantine will toss in for Beekmantown. Dennis for Fortunata. Red ball. Constantine tosses in. Constantine's shot is long. Sample. Marty Sample giving chase. Keeps it in. Boris picks it up. Headed out by the Eagles. Boris again. Boris for the shot, and it's in. Keith Boris makes it 3-0. Northeastern's favor with 24-23 remaining in the ball game. Cougars take a 3-0 lead. Beekmantown kicks off after the goal scored by Keith Rabideau. The Cougars have a 3-0 lead. With 24 minutes to go. One shot is blocked. Going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. Constantine with the corner kick for the Beekmantown Eagles. Goal kick for the Cougars. A white throw in. And Koviak tosses it in for the Cougars. But go out of bounds. It'll be a white throw in again as Jason Koviak tosses it in. Dutel kicks it out. I think we got a handball called. Constantine with the shot and Young with the grab. We've got some numbers out there, and for the Cougars that I don't have listed. "21 from behind," so it'll be Cougar ball. Headed out by the Eagles. Cleared out by the Eagles. Patno will toss in for Beekmantown. I don't have a number 6 listed, so I can't tell you exactly who that is. Cleared out by the Eagles. Cougar ball. Bobby LeClaire. Push from behind. Indirect kick for the Cougars. Push kicks it down. Beekmantown ball. Well, I've just checked my other lineup and I still don't have a number 6 listed in it. Frank just gave me this one tonight. Hangtail grabs it. Young grabs it. Young covers it. So if I'm Beekmantown still down, let's stop the clock. Alex Turner is being helped off the field. Cougars kick off after the injury to Turner. Chris Galeno did the kick in. Bobby LeClaire giving chase. White push from behind was called. Red ball. No. Wish he'd say what he mean. Red push from behind. Red ball. White charge. Constantine with the kick. Shot goes in. Beekmantown picks up a goal. I can't be sure, but I think Patnode might have got it. It's a 3-1 ball game with 13:31 to go. Beekmantown scores 3-1. Cougars kick off after the goal by who I believe was Pat Node. Oh, white ball.
Red, push!
White and direct. Who's going to take it? I think Chris going out. Goal kick for Beekmantown. Mark Baker with the goal kick for the Eagles. Constantine gets a foot on it, gets it back. They can back up by the Cougars. Brumley's out for the grab. Baker. Gilligan. More I think about it, I think Andy Ankill is the goalie. And I believe that number 6 out there is Brian Young. I've been saying Young has the goalie, but I believe it's Brian Ankill. Whoa. Double save. White trip. Eagle ball. Direct kick. Constantine will take it. Hangtail puts his hands on it and squeezes it for the save. Well, it wasn't really a save, it was going out of bounds. Goal kick for the Cougars.
Go, Marty. Go. Marty, go.
Eagle ball. Constantine tosses it in. It'll be eagle ball again, and Constantine will handle it again. Boris. Pat Note will toss it in. And Ankel grabs it. It is Andy Ankel in goal. I'm sorry about that. But the 6 on my paper looks like a G, so I thought it was the goalie. Red from behind, push, Cougar ball. Ankel squeezes it. And on that kick, he lost his shoe. Going on. Getting it up ahead. Sample battery got to die or do something quick, boys? It's in. Chris Goyle with goal number 2 for himself as the Cougars take a 4-1 lead with 7:23 to go in the ball game. Chris Goyle scores again. Chris Goyle with goal number 2 for himself tonight as the Cougars take a 4-1 lead. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Cougars over Beekmantown. Sample tosses it in. Goes wide. Baker with the goal kick, gets it up ahead to Fortunata. Out of bounds. Banker will toss in as soon as the substitutions come in. Going on a breakaway, all alone with Brumley. Right in the corner, and it's goal number 3 for Chris Goyle as the Cougars take a 5-1 lead with 5:32 to go in the ball game. Beekmantown kicks off after the goal by Chris Goyle as the Cougars take 5-1 lead. 5:18 to go in the ball game. Offside's called. Cougar ball. It rolls in as the Cougars take a 6-1 lead. I believe it's Kevin Carden with a goal with 3:18 to go. Cougars lead it 6-1. White ball. Rivard. Brumley grabs it. Beekmantown. Constantine with the goal kick. And Koviak giving chase, slips and falls. And Angtail grabs it. Mar. Got a corner kick for the Eagles. It's now going to be a goal kick for the Cougars. Hangtail will do his own kicking. Headed by Ankoviak. Handball called on the Eagles. 1 minute to go. White ball. Snide tosses it in for the Cougars. It's going to be a red ball as Vancor tosses in. Rivard. Five seconds to go. And that'll end the ball game with the Cougars defeating Beekmantown by a score of 6-1. Hello everyone, I'm Sam Cass and welcome to Northeastern right here for varsity action. The Cougars going against Beekmantown Eagles. I was busy visiting with Larry Gooley about the $1 million dam at the miners, and I didn't get up here quite in time. But for Dale Hawksby's Cougars, we've got Alan Racine in goal, Jamie Gowett, Brad Brooks, Matt Brubaker, Dan Edgerton, Tim Fay, Matt Goyno, Eric Willett, Scott LaFountain, Craig Shinver, Lee Morrison, Ben Gooley, Matt Fredette, Kevin Lamberton, Kevin Guerin, Sean LeClaire, Ryan Lucy, Chris Peets, John Racine, and Pete Seymour. In goal for Beekmantown, we've got Gabe Peterson for the Beekmantown Eagles. Their coach is John Chapman. Kelly Blake, John Bromley, Mark Relation, Nate Garden, or it might be Gardner, a little hard to tell on the spelling, Derek Underwood, Scott McKenzie, Jason Hebert, Jason Constantine, Casey Lund, and I said Gabe Peterson in goal, Ben Connery, Jason Magoon, Scott Denny. It's going to roll in, and we got a goal for the Cougars. Scott LaFountain scores with 1 minute 27 seconds gone in the game. Scott LaFountain makes it a 1-0 ball game for the Cougars. We got Bo Bridges, I think it is, and Peter Borderoo. Eagles kick off after the goal by Scott LaFountain. Morrison for the Cougars. Got a push from behind called on the Cougars. It'll be Beekmantown ball. Blake will do the kicking for the Eagles. Willett saves it for the Cougars. Shots high over the top of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for Beekmantown. Goal kick for the Cougars, excuse me. If anybody's interested, or anybody watched the program the other night with Bob Ben at the $1 Million Dam, Larry Gooley right down here. There's Larry. He has written a book on it, and he's got some for sale. Well, the fountain gets tripped up. It's a red trip. Trip called on Brumley. Eric Willett set the ball and do the kicking for the Cougars. Edgerton gets a foot on it. Morrison battling it out with relation.
All right, Brad.
Cleared out by Beekmantown. Brubaker in a foot race.
Off red. White.
Off red.
Oh, white that way, yeah. White throw.
It's Cougar ball. Todd Lambert and Al Rose doing the ref in tonight's game. I believe it's Todd Lambert. Brother to Dave, anyways, let's put it that way. Morrison. Corner kick for the Cougars. Lee Morrison with a corner kick. Goal kick for Beekmantown. Goino cuts it off, taken back by the Eagles. Lights are coming on at Cougar Stadium. Kicked up ahead by Brubaker. Rolls out of bounds, and Relation tosses it in a hurry. Brubaker gets a foot on it. Up ahead by Brooks. Kicked out of bounds. It'll be red ball, white ball. Cougars will toss in. Eric Willett. Bodies are flying, but everybody seems to be all right. Centers it, headed out by the Eagles. Shot over the top, goal kick for Beekmantown.
Oh yeah. I don't know if
Pretty good crowd on hand for tonight's ball game. Of course, we got some behind we can't see. Goal kick for Beekmantown. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Cougars lead 1-0.
Later on, when it's cold,
Wait, Dan. All right, Brad. Come on.
The fountain cleared out by Beekmantown. It'll be Cougar ball.
How do you figure? That's the way. I never touched. Right there.
Shot, and it's in. Luck fountain to who? Lee Morrison, is it? Yes. And the Cougars take a 2-0 lead with 30-36 to go in the first half. If you've seen the Dragoons commercial, there's one of the young fellows right there arguing who's got the best tractor.
Alright, go! That's the way, Matt!
Peterson grabs it. Crowd getting a little rowdy. Thinking the ref needs glasses. Doyle was given chase, knocked out by Blake. Going to be Beekmantown ball. Bridges will toss in.
Hey Chris, I got somebody to take my place. Now you have to find somebody to take my place.
Lee!
Morrison crosses it, LaFountain heads it. Cleared out by the Eagles. Dooley Peterson with the grab. Gabe Peterson pulling it in. His father is a reporter for the Press Republican.
All clear.
Morrison gets it back to Brubaker. Brubaker up ahead, taken back by the Eagles. Constantine gets it up ahead. Cleared out by Brubaker. McKenzie tosses in for the Eagles. Headed out by Beekmantown. It'll be Cougar ball. Off the head of Lund. Brubaker tosses in. White charge called on Willette. Constantine right to Racine. Matt Basmajian is the regular goalie. At least I thought he was, but I know he did get injured. I think the first game, and haven't seen him in action since. But Alan Racine's been doing a good job out there. Out of bounds. Eagle throw in. Relation will handle it for the Eagles.